So after much reluctance, I finally watched Attack on Titan. I've been steering clear of anime for a long time. Mainly it's because some parts of it get a bad rap. But my sister finally convinced me to finish watching it. And I gotta tell you, I think it's better than Star Wars. And the story alone, and honestly, it's pretty, I'd say gory. It's definitely gore. But it was so good though. Pulled a lot of influence from it. And actually, I recently finished a work I was struggling to figure out how to finish. And finishing the show, I really started thinking about the design of all the Titans and how the biology of all of it is just so unusual. And so I wanted to depict some of that sinew, I guess, that you see in it in a painting. And so I finished this work that I was struggling with for a long time. So let me show you. So something that's special about this piece before I show you. I actually posted it on my story not long ago, so maybe you saw it already, but I'm gonna talk about it and explain it. But what was really cool is a friend of mine, Matthew, you may know his account. He goes by the Fine Art Collective on Instagram and various other media platforms. I actually got some great praise for this piece, and it means a lot to me when I hear from this guy, because obviously this guy, he knows what he's talking about, all right? So when I get a good review from him, I'm like, I did something good. And thank you, Matthew. Honestly, it's a very special thing. So I appreciate it. Anyway, let me show you the piece. So this is it. Of course, I'm also showing you still images that might help, because I'm gonna have to see that in post and see that it's probably totally out of focus. But this is the painting, right? It has a working title that I am calling Dissolving Merging Oneness. I definitely want something that rolls off the tongue a little bit better, but that's basically depicting what's going on. So in the piece itself, as you can see, we have all these little details running through, right? We have all this sinew and stuff that is reminiscent of organs and such. So comment in the description what you think the title should be. I will honestly take them into consideration, maybe merge it with some other ideas. But this piece is about a couple that has now passed away, and the special concept of after death, the returning to the earth, as it were. And how at the end of it all, once you become one with the earth, you are also one with that one person. And as someone who's a Christian, I obviously have very particular views as to what that means, right? But it's also something special because I think it also applies to just any concept of reuniting with a loved one, right? It's something special. I got the idea mainly from this one king of England that wanted to be buried with his wife, so they actually exhumed her body since she had died before him and put them in the same coffin. I believe that's how the story goes. A little weird, but it's because he wanted to physically be together with her in death, and so that's what this is representing. We have these two figures, these very abstract black figures right here, and the, I guess you can call it the sinew, that is all this detail that you can see around depicting everything. Now, of course, neither one is male nor female. You can't tell, because I want it to still be able to be applicable to anyone who sees the piece. And it's, of course, it's a very deep story, and it's kind of interesting because it's my first chance of dealing with something that's a little more focused on biological detail. A little more unpleasant, it's a little uncommon, but there's so much beauty behind it, because this is the ultimate form of love, right? Wanting to be with that person forever. And I'm just glad I was able to capture it. And it's so funny because these things don't come to me until they do. I did not plan this painting at all. I had to finish watching Attack on Titan to know how to finish working on this, simply because I had finally gotten to the resolution of the show, but it was still banging around in my mind because obviously it's amazing. And so I was able to create this from it. So that was pretty cool. And I want to honestly continue working with more fine details like there are in this piece. My only problem with this piece is that I wish it was a little bit bigger, but new stuff will come. But for now, this works. And I had a lot of fun making it. What's hilarious, if anybody really wants to know, this is a sign I found at Goodwill that said love, pray, eat on it. But still, in the end, this kind of feels like a new step forward.